I like your shirt.
Thank you.
What a special day. Sleepy girl.
Are we ready to start, please?
Yes, let's light the fire. Oh, let me get a picture of my curls right there. 1, 2, 3.
That's like, you're like stabbing me.
So good.
Don't worry. You want us to hear about that? Daddy, ready?
Honey, I need to.
Daddy, daddy, daddy.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
Ready? Set. Happy Adoption Day to you. Happy Adoption Day to you. Happy Adoption Day, dear Julie. Happy Adoption Day to you. Okay, let her rip.
Go ahead.
Awesome. Awesome. Very cool.
Wait.
You doing, Becky?
Okay. No.
Coming over?
Okay.
Wait, I got all 6 here? 1, 2, 3. Yep, I got all 6 here. Hey, life is
It's because
good.
I didn't have to do it growing up, so
Oh, really?
like
Lindsay,
no, I'm good.
You sure?
Alright, who didn't have one?
The person without a cake in one.
Take them, freeze them.
Becca,
On
Christy,
a hot day.
Oh, and
Sim.
That's what we used to do, but we weren't.
You're serious. Why so serious?
strawberries all tumbling out in the middle.
We had fresh fruit that we freeze.
So, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Oh, you don't like strawberries, do you?
not particularly.
You walk.
Gotta be in the mood for it.
There you go.
Strawberries and
Oh, those are
chocolate.
good.
What's
The strawberries.
Strawberries and chocolate is good.
Yum.
First strawberries covered in chocolate.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
They had the big anniversary one time.
Did you bake
like
the
that
cake?
big. They're from Snickerdoodle. Is that where they're from?
Why?
And they were
That's sugar?
so good.
No. There's enough sugar. It's got plenty of sugar in it.
Before you miss it. Elevator. I'm closing it. Closing it.
There's the power button. Oh, you got my arm.
She was trying. She was trying to.
Thanks a lot. I need to brush her hair. It's sticking up.
I'll have to go to the bathroom and let it down a little. But we can go to the bathroom and fix it a little bit.
No, don't. Here we go. Beautiful hair.
Yeah, it's all fixed.
Okay.
I know some do.
He's want something to do. Came in to see the skirt.
She has software issues. Can't make her mind up. Yeah, while you drive, you know the marks.
Hey, baby girl.
You know what, Dan? What should you do there? Can you do me a favor? Can you like just hold it that way, just a touch? Oh yeah, that's.
You what? Oh, I'm standing. I'm sorry.
Can't do anything.
Gosh.
Dan's too nice to say, move, you're in the way.
Just say move, John. Say, get out of my way. I'll understand.
Just a touch, just a touch.
I hear that all the time. Dad, move. Dad, stop.
Just a touch.
Inspiration.
One of the presidents asked yesterday during her, she goes, oh, I thought you said they were just doing her chest now. I said, yeah, they are. She goes, why are those there? I'm like, how they find her up? Oh. You've never seen it, have you?
96.
Any word on machine tip over there? progress. Yeah.
It's not one, it's the other. It's not behaving.
The other day, one I said, I'm so glad it's not my machine.
Oh,
Now it's my turn. Probably the service guy here.
I was aggravated with the old people and they're going, what are they in there? Was the screwdriver's trying to fix it? I looked at the light stage and said, oh, I'm sure they're in there with the computer.
How would they were replacing the mouse, mouse that tire running. Make a new mouse. Power the machine.
I don't think half of them understand what's going on. They don't know how. I said, there's so many computers to check the balance.
Yeah,
Want it to be right. You don't want them to do it when you don't know if they're doing it right, do you? Oh, I don't text. That's totally ridiculous. And all of a sudden, like, okay.
I thought everybody texts.
No, people that they don't text. I almost said just because you know how to do it,
Don't make it wrong.
Don't make it wrong, right?
All right, we'll be right back.
Bye, Pumpkin. I'll see you in a few minutes. I love you. You're the best. I love you. You're awesome. You're the best. Bye.
It's right after this.
It's old school now. It's cool there.
It was okay. People was still together. This was.
Awesome.
Energy.
Bar. Got blood yesterday? Feeling good? Awesome.
Energy.
Nice to have energy, huh?
There is energy in me.
All right. Thank God for the blood donors, right? Donating all that blood for you. Lots of other people too.
I don't want to.
Oh no.
Waiting for the blood.
Awesome.
I don't know. You can go sit in the waiting room if you want.
Well, wait.
What a story here. Jeez. What a story. You gotta write a book? You better start.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
You ought to, please.
Yeah, she's been through it.
Third floor. Look at me. I know I'm a sight for sore eyes, but just
Did you know he does this too? I always see him behind the desk, but he's
that's why
got little trades.
I'm a multi-talented baby. Hold on one second. Would you mind, can you count to 10 for me? Go.
He's doing a mic
1,
check.
2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Beautiful.
You guys are in the race?
That is it. Hold on. Right there.
Supposed to deduce this just by
Hey!
fine intervention.
You know how
physical-
Stephen is, he's like, what can we do?
How are you, sir?
All right,
Good
how
to
are
see
you?
you. How you been?
Hey man, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
How much time do you have? We can do you first.
Now. I have
Are you
more
sure?
than 12, yes.
All right, about 10 minutes, is that all right?
Fire away.
All right.
Maybe we can get some pictures of them together.
Yes,
Very
indeedy.
Hello Kitty, what a shot.
Surprise.
Shocking on.
Two gonna be out of town.
All right. Tell me,
Yeah.
if you can, tell me what it's like to be in this how are you feeling? First off, tell me about how are you feeling? That's the big question everybody wants to know.
I'm feeling great after the transfusion I got yesterday.
Yeah. And what's left? I mean, what do you have to go through? You have to go through, what's on your schedule?
I have 2 more days of radiation, and then I'm going to be starting chemo.
You're talking to me like, you know, you're popping an aspirin this afternoon. You're talking to me like you just have a cold. How do you go about your day? How do you do it? You get up, what's your day like? Tell me the day in your life.
I get up and
Go to the hospital.
go to the hospital, and then we do radiation, and then get counseling.
Some days are better than others, I guess.
Some days are long and some days are quick.
Yeah. Your mom and dad. Tell me about your mom and dad. How special are they?
They're really great. They help me a lot with everything. They're just amazing.
Tell me about that Dr. Joe. What kind of guy is he?
Funny.
Funny. Well, you got the wrong guy. I'm going to ask you a grown-up question. Can I do that? The grown-up question is: Do you know how many people you inspire? Do you do you have a sense like other little boys and girls are looking at you, and you have no sense of that, do you? You're just going about what you can do. What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a chef.
You want to be a chef. What do you want to cook?
I'm more like kind of an artistic chef, like cakes.
Very nice. What's your favorite cake?
I don't have one.
You don't have one? You like chocolate cake? Now, yesterday was a big day. What was yesterday?
My adoption day.
And how'd you celebrate that?
We had a cake, and family came over, or friends came over actually.
What can, if you could talk to other little boys and girls that may be going through what you're going through, what would you say to them?
Probably you can get through it. It may be hard for a while, but I know you can get through it.
Get out of here. Jeez. All right, you were great. You were great. You were great. Let me just take this off so you can run again. Thank you so much. You were great. Thank you, Dr.
There's no Hello Kitty on the shoes.
No, I don't.
But they met the sparkling stuff matches. Very nice.
All right,
No, I know,
here
I've
we
seen
go.
Yeah.
Doctor, what do you see in this little girl?
Juliana's an inspiration. She's the reason why we do what we do. And I think that all kids like Juliana do this for us. I think that she's extraordinary. What she's had to go through, the fight that she's put up, the difficulty that has been for her, she has just sailed through it because she's got a great personality, great heart, and a great family. And that's why we come to work every day, is because of families and children like Juliana.
This race for our kids is, you started it.
Well, I wouldn't say that I started it. I was there at the beginning and may have been part of the reason why I got started, but there was another.
But it's more than more than a race. It's like a reunion. It's
It
like
is.
Tell me about that.
It is. So this is our 9th race, and for some people it's a race. It's a 5K and a 10K, and there's some very competitive runners who, in all age groups, want to win or do well. But there's also a 1 mile family walk, and that 1 mile family walk, which is my favorite event because I'm not a runner. But that I would still prefer to do that because I get to see the families that we take care of. Sometimes we see them all through the year. Sometimes those families are doing well enough that they only come back once a year. And this is our opportunity to have a social event together. And it celebrates what we do.
And the money goes and helps kids like right here.
Yeah, we take the proceeds from this race and we distribute it throughout the department to help children, to help the people who take care of those children, to build programs to make quality of care and the lives of these children significantly better.
How do you not just go off in a corner?
I don't have the opportunity to do that. There's no forgiveness for that because that's not what we do. You know, it can be hard, but we get to go home every day, and these kids have to struggle with what they're dealing with. And so we have to be the ones to carry the torch for them. So we can't go off in a corner. And none of us would want to do that. I mean, that's not why we chose to do what we do, because we're focused on making their lives and the lives of their families better. And that's a full-time job. It's a full-time life. We're never off the clock.
Okay.
Because you know that there's still continuing to build. There's still the stars. Have you ever been around stars?
Yes. All right, that's good. That's good. Great. That's good.
Well, you don't remember?
Yeah, you're like a hero.
Better than the ones they always want to do when I spent 3 nights here already and like an interview. Okay.
All right.
I had 4 hours sleep in the last 3 days.
Sorry.
I'll try to think of something coherent to say. That's
I'm
an
gonna tell you,
exaggeration, but it seems like it.
Just brag about your daughter. Tell me everything.
She is absolutely awesome. She's got an incredible spirit and personality. I mean, it sounds horrible, but I said I have 6 kids, and she's the one that just has the personality and the spirit to make it through something like this, and still have a smile on her face, not complain. She just gets up every day and does what she has to do and makes the best of really bad situation.
Do you get strength from her?
I do. She's amazing. She really is. And she was, you know, from the time she was really little and was first diagnosed, she's a trooper. she goes through it, and like I said, a lot of adults, I don't think I could go through it like that with as much grace as she does, but she just gets up and does what she has to do, plays and runs around and has fun, even if she's not necessarily feeling 100%. So she's an inspiration, I think, to a lot of people. A lot of adults look at her and are inspired.
Very good. That's it, Mom. That's all. All right.
We've adopted 6 kids over roughly 8 or 9 years. We were planning on adopting 2, and then life has a way of planning things out that weren't exactly in our planning. So we ended up adopting 6 from overseas.
Had you not adopted her, life would have been different.
Well, yes, if we wouldn't have found her through, I'll call happenstance, because we were done after adopting our 4th child, and wanted to hold a meeting to help other families adopt kids. And when our attorney flew in from out west to help us introduce adoptions to other couples, and nobody chose to adopt, but he brought his photo album of waiting children, and her picture was in that album, and I just started to cry, and I didn't know why, because we were done with adopting our 4th. We weren't going to adopt any more kids, but her little face in that album just popped out to me, and I had to run out of the room because I was crying my eyes out, because there was something about her that I didn't really understand. And just a few years after we ended up adopting her, she got sick with cancer. And if she would have still been in the orphanage overseas in Minsk, they didn't have the care there to treat her. And the disease would double in size. I think it was every several weeks, 6 weeks or so. It would actually double in size. So within a few months, she would not have made it. So there was a reason why we traveled, why we had that meeting in Frederick to help other families adopt. So
A lot of tears since.
I'm the crybaby of the family, so I'll cry at the drop of a hat. But it's been extremely emotional to see her struggle through stuff that you and I would cave through, and we would just not make it, just in our own way of thinking. But she gets up every day, like the wife said, and just goes day to day and inspires, like you said, thousands of people. I mean, there's people around the world in 200 plus parts of the world, and hundreds of thousands of people have seen her on YouTube that have been inspired to get emails from the Far East to Ireland to Africa to all over the place, because there's something about her and her courage that absolutely encourages a lot of people.
When you lay your head down at night, what do you think?
Well, I'm a worry wart. I worry all the time about her future and her. I'm thankful, certainly, for the doctors here at Sinai. They've been our extended family, where I can call them at any time or text them at any time, no matter what the issue is, they're there. And that you really can't buy. That's a relationship that is cultivated over time. That's a relationship that I've seen in their hearts. They have true hearts of hurting kids. And this is not something where it's, you know, a 9-to-5 job. This is a weight that they carry on their backs every single day. And that speaks volumes to me as a dad. That, as I've shared earlier, you can go to different places and know if people are doing a job because they have to do a job. I think here at Sinai, these doctors have a calling, and they're living that calling to impact not only the kids' lives, but the hundreds or thousands of other lives that are impacted as a result of that one child. Because it's like waves in an ocean. If you impact one child, you never know what that child's going to do down the road. That child's going to impact a lot of people, and just one illness is going to impact so many individuals around the world.
What keeps you going?
My faith is a big part of it. I have to believe that there's a reason for why things happen. I have to believe that no matter what I go through, God's going to hold me up and not let any of us fall. No matter what the future holds, God's going to hold us up. And having people around me that love on me and love on us and send us these encouraging emails that I'm praying for you, or a card. She's gotten hundreds of cards around the world from young kids to adults that say, you know, I saw your post and I know about you, and I've never met you, but I really care about you. That kind of stuff just absolutely blows me away. That's some of the stuff that really keeps me striving. And then, of course, Juliana. I mean, if she can go through all the stuff that this girl's gone through since 5 years old, any little thing that I have to go through in life pales as a result of what she's done. You know, she's got so much guts, so much courage, and never whines about anything. In fact, I have a sign in my office, big sign that says "No whining," and it's just a reminder to me that if she doesn't whine, how dare I whine about anything? So that's me.
Go ahead.
Remember the feelings, remember the day. My stone heart was breaking, my love ran away. This moment I knew I would be someone else. My love turned around and I fell. Be my bad boy, be my man, be my weekend lover, but don't be my friend. You can be my bad boy, but understand I don't need you in my life again. Won't you be my bad boy, be my man, be my weekend lover, but don't be my Won't you be my bad boy, be my man, be my weekend lover, but don't be my friend. You can be my bad boy, but understand that I don't need you again. No, I don't need you again.
Yay, Julie!
That's a very fast song.
Она сказала, что я не могла поверить. Она звонила такая счастливая, мы все уже проводили, купили ей платье красивое. Вот, но Дэвид мне все время передает привет. Она сказала, что Таня сказала тебе отвечать. Поэтому я довольна.
Вот вам и здоровье. Вот вам и здоровье.
Oh, look.
Лисица.
Hi there.
Да,
Who's that?
Who's that?
а как вас зовут?
Меня Валя.
Hi.
Валентина, да? Я скажу, что вы сказали, что это лисица. А почему?
Лисичка, она такая ласковая, такая хорошая. Всегда улыбается, всегда жалеется, всегда на все видит.
Get her. Wow.
They call her Little Foxy.
Little Foxy, huh? Oh. That was a big smile. Hi. Where is she? There she is.
Мама к тебе пришла и папа, да? К тебе мама с папой пришли и игрушку тебе такую принесли.
A big smile. Oh.
She's more interested in the camera.
Yes,
That's more interesting. Who is that? They call her Irina or Ira, or what do they call her?
Ира.
Ira.
Ира, да, это?
Bye-bye.
Пока, пока, скажи.
Пока.
Пока. Молодец. Ой, какая молодец.
Спасибо.
Так жалеешься, да.
She's beautiful.
Глазки они ей сразу поставят на место, сразу сделают операцию. Она быстро эту операцию днем делают, а вечером уже ребенка выписывают.
Пока-пока.
Ой, как хорошо.
А там мама. Ну, что ты знаешь? Вот это.
Mama, she said it. Oh. She said, "Mama." Say, "Mama." Ира.
Скажи, папа. Скажи, папа.
Мама говорит хорошо.
Папа. Хочет сказать так. Губы делает и не получается.
Thank you. Oh man, she said, "Papa."
Молодец.
Oh
Есть папа,
my
да?
goodness,
Спряталась.
she's adorable. Oh.
Мама.
She wants to what? Oh my goodness.
Ой, мама. Ой, мама.
Ну все, маши пока.
Пока давай.
Пока.
Hold your arm like elbow over here, love. There you go. Good girl. Sticky. Scrub a dub dub. 3 men in a tub. Right?
Are we almost done?
Almost. I have to count to a certain number. Maybe next time you can count with me. All the stinky stuff is done.
Okay, I think the stinky's gone away. Put your hand down.
Let's cover it up.
It's stinky's gone. It really is. It's not. I think it is.
Look at that. My silly Pinky didn't want to go in there. Do you have the sniffles?
Yeah, she was holding her nose.
Okay. Because the sniffles are going around.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, little girls.
Oh, it's got lots of numbing cream in there. You're not gonna feel
Okay.
it.
Can you put your chest out? Good girl. I'm just feeling. Deep breath. Okay, put your chest out for me. Good girl. Oh,
Julie.
Julie, you got to stay still for me, sweetheart. Okay, good girl. Okay.
1, 2, done. Didn't even get to 3, did she?
Did it pinch a little bit?
You did a great job, Julie. You're so big.
Well, we're gonna take it off before we get home today, though. Oh, yay, it worked first time.
Look. And since Miss Tamara put it on, we didn't
fixed.
need it, right? Yeah. Silly, silly. Okay, there's my waist.
That's amazing.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? Done.
I love you.
You
You do.
got sun chip crumbs and chocolate
my.
on your shirt from your Swiss roll, and it's quite a bunch of stuff on you.
You're awesome. You know that? You are. Why don't you take a nap? You don't want to take a nap. Watch TV. How's your tummy? How's your tummy?
They haven't given her any more stuff to make sure. That's the next one. It's coming.
You're my little champion. Right? I love you so much. Do you have the sniffles? When did that happen?
Just last night or something. It just started getting all snuffy.
Oh my goodness. I didn't hear those this morning when you left. Wow.
Probably allergic to the hospital.
That's what it is. Allergic to the hospital.
Kinda.
I can't blame you. Spent enough time here, right?
Alright, do you see? Look at this. There's not a single inch between the wall, the chair, and the bed. So if I did get this thing opened up, I would have to scooch down to the end to crawl off of it because I can't get